Come. Okay, we are live. We are live. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry about that. Got that, we got that, we got some colored pencils. I have some stamps. I have a few dice cubes. It was just so funny. See that? I saw someone today wearing a ring that was made about like that. And, okay, we're gonna put this on the side and we're gonna say, Mr. Cat, I have not seen you in a few days. Can I pick you up? Oh boy. Oh boy. You meow, you meow, you meow. Now, hold on a second. Before I let you go, like if I don't let this cat go, how would I like if somebody didn't let me go? You want to talk to me for a minute? You want to talk to me? Just give me, I'm going to let you go like that. But I want to pat you. I want to pat you. Let me pat you. Oh, you're so nice. But I wasn't here, so what do you want to tell me? Is there something you want to tell me and you, right? Hold on a second. Like, let's go right to the beginning. I like to go a little bit towards the source. The cat, well, this heater is really hot. Hold on a second. We're going to talk about the cat. Where's that plug for the heater? Slow down, too much heat, too much heat. Oh my God, hold on a second. How do you lower this heater? I'm suffocating here. Oh, guess what? It's right in front of me. Okay. Let's talk about the cat. Let's go to basic business. How you doing, the boss? So I do numerology, but in doing numerology, I gotta speak. What am I just gonna say? Yeah, 1, 6, 8, 4. I have to give a little bit of color commentary on that numerology, right? So I need to use words. And every single day I learn, and I have zero format. I have absolutely zero format. The only thing I do have is, as far as I know, unless you can tell me different, that I either A, changed my mind on an analogy based on what the numerics have told me, I altered it, and I didn't say why or how I altered it. I just went from one way to another way. And like, let's say I say dog is number 26. What if I say tomorrow dog is 52? Maybe there's 2 dogs. What if I say it's 78? There'd be 3 dogs. What if there were 4 dogs? Now, when we get into 4s, it's a little bit different. The French, it's just so fantastic because the French, because in 4, first of all, 4, A, B, C, D, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. I flipped everything upside down, but this time with a 0. So I must give maybe a little dimension. Maybe I put 1, right? Maybe I put 1 inside of everything. So how did I climb up? And what happened? What was my jump between 6 and 10, right? The other thing I started to say about 80, and I'm going to try and stay on like not go all over the place like I usually do. But the thing about 80 in French is the French language as spoken as I know it, and it may different be as you know it, because right here, it's the game I create from what I know. We can add on to my game, just like if I went in and bought a computer with no name, and I put Linux into the computer. But Linux didn't come with this, that, or the other thing, so I added it on. Did the computer come with a motherboard? Did the computer come with a place I can plug a plug-in? What kind of plug was I going to plug in? I had to plug in what the computer came with, but then I got to put it in the prise. I didn't say it was a surprise. Okay, surprise in French or in English means a power surge. And I didn't say surge or surge the name, right? And also to not to serve, but in surge, serve, okay, or server. okay, is what is G&E? When you have G&E in there, you have the eWorld Gateway. Now, again, all over the place. Started off with 3 dogs, went to 4 dogs. So when I get to 4 dogs, I'm going to go 80 and 24. That's what I'm going to do at 4 dogs. One of my equations. So let me see where I can go, which book I'm in right now. I got to like mark off these books, like books for the month. I got a dozen. So we have 4 dogs. Now, I think the dogs are Republican in some situations, or they repossess. Or what do they possess? And how do you write possess? I don't even know how to write. I just know how to hear. So I have to write it down. Repose. And I use that because red, right? And I went to hot. So I got hot dogs. So now hot is usually what is red, and the red is worn by the repossession or Republican. So that's why I like to talk about that. I like to do relationships on how I was brought up, like, you know, like okay, it fits here, it fits here, it fits here, you know, it just like it fits everywhere. And I have to definitely cover up how many people are here, because every time I see like on live on YouTube, it keeps opening up at 20, 21, right? Never saw 22 yet. If I saw 22, I'd have to watch up that there's no ape on top of my head. Right, 22. You know, in French, if they want to say 80, 82, they're going to say 82. Okay, now I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to explain what I do. Right, there's one person that's watching me on TikTok, and there are 2 when there were 21 on YouTube. What I'm looking for right now, okay? Why? Because I'm getting tired. Yes, I'm getting tired, but I'll go on like a broken record, right? If I don't up my game for what I desire from this business, do all businesses need to make money? What is money? What is money? For me, you want me to tell you what money is for me? Money is my knowledge. That if I can share my knowledge, if I believe what the value is and worth sharing, it would do me great honor to know that what I am doing, now I don't have to be judged by anybody, right? And I don't need a grade score. I know for myself what I have found. And all I ask from those who find what I found as I find it, you find it the same, to know that we're on the same understanding. And it's really, really basic. Because right now, from all the people watching, have you ever heard of the word alphabet? If that's a yes, we're on the same page. Has anybody heard of the calculator? If it looks something like this, we're on the same page. You've heard of a pen before? It's a 3-letter word. You know, nothing gets mirrored or completed until we hit at least 4 letters. 3 letters, or 3 times 2 equaling to 6, which would be 1/3 and 2/3, or 3/3, or 1/3 and 1/3 and 1/3 of a cube. Water. You want a glove? Where does the measurement come? Here you go, baby. Where does the measurement come that when you hear the animal speaking a language that you don't understand and it penetrates into your heart? I know she likes that food. I see it. I haven't seen her for 4 days, right? There's no communication, more or less. So what does she want? Did I do bad onto her? Although there was somebody that came to see her, and feed her and clean the litter, it's irrelevant to that fact. The instrument has to be taken care of. Now you can see the cat, and you can hear the word the cat, and you can hear the word the dog, right? The thing is, that cat calling could be inside of you. The way you feel could be part of that dog, the instrument. When you're aching and you can't run anymore and you've tried your best isn't good enough. You have to know when your body needs you to stop and pay attention to your body. But it's not just your body, it's your mind, your soul. You can say, hey, it's Christmas time. I'm going out to party. So you should lose one's head, right? And expand one's mind in every direction because of one frequency vibration. So we talked about the dog. We talked about 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs. We talked about hot dogs. Hot dogs became Republicans. Republicans was for repossession, right? Red is number 27, right? And usually red is going to go with the octagon, and we're going to stop. But that's going to be a communication the minute you start out and you show your octagon, you're stopping on red, what we can do with that octagon. Right, is turn it into a ring. It's the same octagon. I had a hexagon. I had an 8. Now I have a 6, and I have a 4. See that diamond light just shining on in, right? You had an 8, then you had a 6, then you had a 4, right? Is it all of nothing that you create as so? 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the 2 ends looking alike? And when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, that equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. When the French people speak, they say 4 times 20 equals to 80. So when I get 4 by 26 equals to 104, communication, I'm also going to get what is 80 and 24 equals to 104. I am also, what I'm going to do is there's a math equation that also equals to 104. I forget what that was. I forget what that math equation was. I think it was 84. 4 times 24. Anyways, I don't remember what it was. I have to slow down. I'm sweating. I seek out into the crowd of all that connect with the internet. However you want to say it, I'm not very color commentary when it comes to saying, hey, we need more people coming down here. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. I think I wrote as one of my titles into this video, into this live. One of my titles was, "This is the time of the year you want to find what? You want Santa Claus to come? Do you want to know the numbers about Santa? Would you like to know the numbers about the word CHRIST, Christ, or Jesus, or Mary, or Bethlehem? How would you like to know about your alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. I can't do it backwards, though. I cannot. But I do know it's Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, but I can't do it backwards. I cheated. You just didn't see me cheat. So what does it mean? I have a cheat code, right? Eventually I'll pick it up backwards. And the cheat code is 26Z, 25Y, 24X, 23W, 22V, 21U. 20 is T, and 19 is S, and 18 is R, and 17 is Q, and 16 is P, and 15 is O, and 14 is N, and M is 13, and L is 12, and 11 is K9. 11 is a K9. Why do we have to know this? Why do we have to know this? Decoding shapes, words, decoding the alphabet, understanding the dark area space, a blank space. What can we do to understand this blank space? We should bring it in as this. It's not a circle. I think it's a square, but because it double passes the square, I know it's a rectangle. Now, what kind of rectangle is it? And I have the cells, so I can create, is it a 2x1 rectangle? It is a 3x1 rectangle, a 3x2 rectangle. I can't go a 3x3 rectangle, it becomes a square. So this becomes an obligation in design. So now I create a playbook, right? Now there's letters in the alphabet, okay, that need a minimum number of space without going through Fox headquarters. What that means is that when I draw on an angle line, that's 45. The R draws on a 45. Can I draw on a 33? If not, and why? What are the Here is the stretching out. At what point is it off the 45-degree angle? 45, a word that hits number 45 is fox. 6 and 15 and 24. Union 21, 35, 45, 55, 64, 73. Union Jack 25. Heinz, H-I-N-Z 57. Great 25, 35, 45, 51. And Britain, T-A-I-N 23 and 21 is 44. 44 and 20, 54, 64, 73. I'm building a situation from the value of a word and showing you where the location of these numbers are and how can we attain these numbers either through using the alphabet or just building from numbers that will perfect numbers. And if they're not perfect, where do they belong? Is it a 0.333? Is it a 0.66? Is there no remainder at all? Is it 1/4? Is it 1/2? Is it 3/4? If it's 3/4, there's 1/4 left over. It's 1/2, there's 1/2 left over. If we use the quarter, there's 3/4 left over. So we understand spreading out on usage of area space. If I say 3 out of 4, you know that's 3/4. So how much is 3/4? First of all, I think it'll be 3 reindeer. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be 3 heads. But is it heads of state? And if I say 8, I say eat. Say anything to do with 8. I can even say, are you coming for crumpets and tea? When I say 45 and I say 3/4, I am going to go 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And every time I mark down a quarter, oh, my camera is not right on, I have to check out my camera. My camera is good on TiCheConnectT. My camera's not good on YouTube. And I didn't see any of the I'm not seeing all my comments right away. I'm going to try and fix that up. I have the cat, which is in the background. I'm going to explain to you what I just did. I'm going to get my glass of water, which was here. I thought it was, but it's not. So, or is it? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. You got to do some calling out there. There's no one watching. There's 3 intelligent, fine people sitting there talking amongst us. We're bringing on the power of the Christ. We're bringing it on, you know, kitty cat. We are definitely bringing on that power. When you have mentally begun to understand who you are, it's not easy to accept the pain. It's not easy to go without a breath. It's not easy to break an arm. Yeah, it's all easy. You have to accept for your actions. Why are we here? Well, it's pretty simple up to now. Why are we here? Haven't you learned anything in the last whatever number of years you've been on this planet? It's definitely for learning. It's definitely for also understanding that all the water in the pool goes where it goes. It splashes about. It's just having fun. It's just being that, you know, spirit water where it's just splashing around, you know? So what doesn't splash around? What's not having fun? What gets broken? And the beauty that comes from what gets broken. You cut down a tree and you make a beautiful table. You put a hole in the tree and you take the syrup out of it. You feed the tree, but you never see the tree open up its mouth. Do you ever see how you eat? You put it in here. Do you know what's going on? It's a dance. Intestine. Intestine. Almost sounds like 9, right? What's going on? Who are we? Irrelevant to that fact, I'm hoping you would say, yes, we want to know who is this 2,000-year-old story of Jesus? What is this 4,000-year-old story or 5,000-year-old story of the Word Eve, of the Word Adam? When was the English language created? So if it's created, was it created by the time at the time of Adam? Wasn't, right? So everything involves for the same understanding. And in the last language, or one of the latest of all languages that we are working with, the English language, Anglaise. English? Anglaise. So I already know French, Français. I stood with the F and the R together for 24, right? I stood with the F and the R for Français. But I write the French. So you notice the third letter in French had the E and the E and the A as the third letter. It's an exchange, right? But with the English, right, it was the Anglaise and the English. Their first letter of both words are the A and the E. They both use the N letter second, the same as there's a replica within the word French and Français using the replica letters on both the first and the second. I have to write down the French hen. I have only a little left. I have only a little left. I'm going to give you the rest. You know, feeding my cat is like going to the concert. You know that? You know why? You know why feeding my cat is like going to the concert? Because you give her only a little bit, you get right, and then when she screams really loud, you know, like at the concert, they're all finished singing, and the crowd goes rah rah, and they pretend to quit, and then they just come out, and everybody's on the edge of your feet, and we're all dancing. You know what I'm saying? I should be playing music right now. You know that? I should absolutely be playing some. You know what? I love all music. Every single, just about all music resonates with me. And even that crazy music that I can't stand, it all resonates for a moment, a period of time. I can hear within the music, okay, what it's doing to my body. Okay, and when I feel what it's doing to my body and I learn to understand either to accept it or that's the music I'm going to push away. I'm not going through the red light. I'm going to stop. Have I ever gone through a red light? Sometimes it's questionable because it was in a time lapse. What happened to that water? Oh, look at that. Water. I just have to do one little thing here. Now, oh, I can do this. Yes, I'll do this. I just want to do this. I think, yes, I think we can do this. By the honor of me, Mr. Tacpans, coming into the 20th Christmas. Coming into the 20th Christmas, Mr. Tacpans gets a stamped birth certificate. The post office has stopped for a couple of weeks and they were forced back, right? So we got a birth certificate right here. 55. Or is that 22? I don't know if it's 55 or 22. And it's Mr. Tack and then it's Pans. So that would be 1731. 41, it would be 50 and 24. 50 and 24. 24, 42, 52. It would be, oh, hello. I'm busy counting. It's 55 and 50. 105, the hand of God. 5 and 1, Mars. So we spoke about the dog earlier on, right? And we spoke that the numeric value for the dog was 26. But we can have one dog, 26, two dogs, 52. We can have a dog for every day of the week. It could be a dog week. It could be a dog for the whole year. Now we can go to 78 dogs. So if we went to 78 dogs, we'd have 1.5 of the year complete, which would be 78 weeks. That's what we get with these dogs. Now, when we get these dogs, do you want me to show you where the dogs are? They're right here. In 78 weeks, we get a year and a half of dogs. Dog is number 26, multiplying by 3. 3 by 26 equals to 78. But when we flip the cube over and we put it on the ring, we have to have 4 times the dog. And when you go 4 times the dog, oops, we're going to have to send a message. So when we have the 4 dogs, right? 4 by 26, that's 104. That's communication. 104, when you have the 4 dogs, 104 is for communication. I'm not seeing the chat. Just give me a second. I'm going to get into that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to just tell you about those 4 dogs. So now what happens? Okay. The French don't let me say 4 dogs, right? Which would give me 104 communication, 2 years, 2-minute penalties, right? That's for the different, the connection of the 2 globes, right? Or maybe the 2 moons, the 2 area spaces plus the 1 area space here that brings the 2 worlds together. So when you have 4 dogs, you're going to go 4 by the 20, okay, equals to the 80. And then you're going to go 4 by 6 equals to the 24. So now when you have 6, right, you're going to have the fox come in. Which 6 do you have, the F, the O, or the X? And I spoke a little bit earlier, and I don't want to get away from this, is when I talked about 3/4. And if you're still here from when I talked about 3/4, 3/4 of time is 45 seconds. There is going to be 15 seconds to go. It's going to equal 9/6. It's going to be in rotation. If you have all parts of time, you have 60. If you have all quarters, you have 100. But when you work with quarters, you work in the MORSE system, as I understand it. When you work with quarters, it's really funny. When you work with quarters, 25 cents, okay, and you type 4 times 25 cents equals to $1. Now, 3 times 25 cents equals to 75. Now we know when we multiply something by 4, then anything to do with the 4 tells me I've gone to the other side. 3, I'm on this side. 4, I'm on this side. So when I want to multiply 3 times 15 seconds, it equals to 45. It equals to 15, or just 45 seconds, right? Which is 3/4 of 60, which would be 4 times 15 equal to 60. So if I can do that and call it quarters of time, just the word quarter, okay, just the word quarter is telling me, okay, just the word quarter is I'm going to be 3 times 25 equals to 75. And if I go all the quarters, I'm going to go 4 times 25 equals to $1. So when I get 75, I get Earth. When I get, oh, sorry, not good. Nope. I'm doing this backwards and forward, okay? When I get $1, I get Mars. Now, the thing is, Earth is supposed to go with 3 numbers. Mars is supposed to go with 2 numbers, right? But in this situation, what happened is I ended up with C, Earth, and the other one I ended up with D, Mars, for the completeness of something, for the completeness of something. See, this is where something sort of contradicts itself. But the reason I went to Mars and the dollar, or 4 times 25, is because the keyboard on the number 3, is a pound key, and on the number 4 is a dollar sign, right? There's a pound key and a dollar sign. Now, there's a situation here also, right? Because the reality is you need 40 quarters to get a roll of quarters. You need 40 times 25 to equal to $10. If you have 100%, right, which is 3 numbers, if you have 100% of something, you have all of what it is. If you have I'm just trying to see where I'm going with this. If you have 75% of something, you have less than what it is. Now, if you're charging 100% of something, that's a different story. So with 100% of something, when I work on a little bit of artwork through the studio, it says, how much bigger do you want to put it? When I put 100, it starts at 100%. So therefore, if I want to double up, I need 200%. Now, the thing about this is when I relate it to the football game that works with 4 downs in the NFL or 3 downs in the CFL, I need to make 10 yards. Now, I know in Roman numeral, 1, okay, is the I letter. That becomes 1. I know that the V, okay, is number 5. I know that the X is number 10. I haven't even reached to L, which is 50. And then I would get on to what is C. And that would be 100. So is that where I should refer myself to 100%? So there's many different levels of trying to understand 1 or 10, etc. Now there's another piece in this. When you divide by base creation 3, meaning I have 3 in a row here, 3 ducks in a row, right? But over here, I see 1 and I see 2. They're individualized, and here they're together. When they're together, our father and our mother came to create with it the love of the void, the velociraptor. Look at the way the claw goes in on this one over here. It's the claw of the velociraptor. Velocity. Raptor, rapture, I don't know. But I know it has to do with Toronto. Just whatever letters go with that word. So we spoke about that. So now when I spoke before about the 4 times 25, we ended up with the dollar for Earth, and Mars is the dollar sign. So Mars and Earth, they juggle between themselves. There's only one number between the 3rd and the 4th planet, which means they share something. They share the area space between them. And here's, right, let's say this was the sun, right? Let's say this was the sun. Well, all the planets, are they here going around like this? Are they going around like this in different ways? Are they all going around like that? How are they going around? I've seen a lot of different videos that are going around. Some say going around here is Mercury. And then Earth goes around here. It never goes around on this side of the sun. It's always on this side of the sun. But it's going around it. It's always seen the same face of the sun. They're all seeing the same face of the sun, like a dartboard. But imagine just pulling the dartboard. Look, space. Put the sun back in the center. The dartboard even tells us the bullseye, around the bullseye, 25. Does Earth live around the bullseye? Maybe the nose was like this before. You ever think of that? Right? Was it the one-nosed pig? Carries the water bottle. Carries the water bottle. The water boy. The jughead. All the characters from the 60s or 50s all the way over to now, for those who are in the 60s, It'll resonate more with those in the 60s or 50s or 40s as they saw their kids and their grandkids grow up. You collect all this information. So there's all that is behind me is my 60 years that my parents followed me to what I did within my first 10, 12 years, 15 years. It's going to resonate amongst all the teenagers a little bit differently and all the children as we grew up. So we're going to see certain things the same and some things we might not understand. But I think we all can agree that apparently all the noses are missing. It was the distance between the nose, or was it for the, like that, right? And what about the other way? Was there, right? Was it something like that? Was the nose the central? Is everybody's nose above their mouth? Oh, I want to know, is everybody's nose above their mouth so we sort of all have something in common, right? So what about that? I mean, they use this when I went to get these glasses, right? They did this thing. Okay, look at that. Just perfect for these 3 fingers to fit in. Okay, no more joking around, even if it's sort of the truth. I dropped my... Okay. So we spoke about 100%. We spoke about 3/4. If we're talking about hockey or baseball, there was a song, Till the End of Time. And when you're in a race, right, the end of time is it when you pass the finish line? Is the end of time when the night turns into day, right? Because that's what it is. Love till the end of time. And that is going to be what is day and what is night, right? The difference between day and night, love you till the end of time, because that's what it is. The light, but there's still a lingering energy, even in the dark, right? Is that where the moon comes in? So now we have the moon. Okay, I'm going to take this for a minute. What's up? Doing a vid. That's why I didn't answer, but I'm still doing it now. So, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. I just got back. I just got home like half an hour ago. No, I stood with the dogs. Bradley wanted me to do some work on his computer. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Okay, ciao. Okay, let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, 42%. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. The telephone call. Yeah, y'all heard. So let me check out these comments. And I hate that why does the comment section keep moving away? Why does it keep moving away? I don't get this. Okay, I'm going to look all back through my I can't even see it all. It started with Millie at 522. For some reason, they're not letting me. They're not letting me go back and see all my what's it called? Just give me a second. I'm going to. Yeah, this is not good. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. I'm calling the cops. What's that? I'm calling. Wait a second. You're calling the dogs. What are you talking about? Okay, just give me a minute. I need to check something. See this look at the person wrote here, right? So I'm going to show you this. So Millie, you want to make me talk? Okay, so now we have the keys to wisdom. 14 equals 104. Yes, yes, thank you very much. And the 401, right? That runs all the way to you, sir. That runs all the way to you. Very good. I forgot about that. 14. And it's 10-4, which is JD, right? 10-4 is your communication. Yeah, there's a lot of those 1-4s. The 1 and 4 is going to be created from 24 and wow, what is that? 24. I think yes, I think it's yes. Is it 4 times 24? 3 times 24 by what is 4 by 24? It's going to equal to 80 and 16. It's going to equal to 80 and 16 plus 2, 6, 10, plus 10, plus 10, 20. Okay, 106. I like that. They reverse. The cat and the dog reverse to each other when it gets over 100. So just hold on a second. I got to turn this around. Flip camera. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to do something. I'm going to be disappearing from TiCheConnectT for 1 minute. I have something to check out. Hold on a second. Where am I here? Just give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't show me my live right now. Just I need to check something very imperative. I don't know why it's not showing me my live. Live. Okay, now it gave me my live. Okay, now I can go back. Okay, now it gave me my live. Okay, so yeah, I'm checking out something here. Right, ledge. Very good. I like that, Mr. Sir Wisdom. LEDGE. Wisdom. Wisdom. You know, DOM or DUM. Do you want to lump some? And then we can go ahead and we can say, well, the sheep, right? We can go either sheep if it's more than one, but otherwise what we'll do is we'll go lamb. And this cycle of our moon is 3 times lamb equals the series of time for cycling moons. And it all has to do with the 90 degree, the 180 degree. Just give me a second. Oh, yes, and the division amongst it. And I'm going to explain that to you right now. Okay, I just want to see this. 41, yes, the numbers are words. The letters are numbers and names. The canine is chew the meat. The canine is to chew the meat. The canine is to chew the meat. Canine, chew the. You can also beat it, chew or beat. You like hammer down? So, oh, hammer down. Oh my God. Hammer down, 18 18-wheeler. Okay, so, wow. So now I don't, so let me do this again, 1 second. Standard, yes, we can use standard also. T. Lave, do I take any meds? If you can tell me how this is going to advance our work, right? Because that's a little off the subject, right? I thank you very much for being concerned with the wealth or health under your judgment, but thank you very much. And T. Lavi 420, substances that you might partake with is none of my business, and nor me knowing will it change channel, but by partaking and just looking at your name, it already tells me from just because you have character within your word. Yeah, lately the more people that come to the channel, the more cuckoo-ness of the more cuckoo-ness that shows up here. Well, when I say cuckoo-ness, sorry that I was gone. Yeah, sorry I was gone from my other channel. Okay. So, and again, I'm not seeing these. I'm really sad that I'm not able to do both of them. The computer is down. I really can use an influx of bacon. So where were we? Yes. So I was on to the French. I'm only going to be doing this probably for another 15 minutes right now. It's going to be a short tonight. So I was talking about English and French and just the word alone. Now this is going to be hypothesis. Is that what you can go, or theory? Only because of how I see the two words. The two words, okay, is right here. French and English. In this word, the first letter and the second letter are the same. The third letter is different. We have an A, we have an E. I already know we have one crossing gate. What is a crossing gate? When we have the A letter, it does this. Because of this, it shows me separation to the heart. It means I can cut it in half, the A and the I. I know my separation could be a straight line, but using capital letters, where can I get separation? And height. I can get that in the letter R. I can get separation in height in the letter R. The letter R is the 18th letter. I'm going to attract 180 degrees. I get separation on the wing or the I letter. The A is two houses meeting at the central point, one line and two lines. When you have crossing lines, you will connect the E world. Here, I cross here, I cross here. Now with the A, you also have a crossing here. So you have crossed with A 4, 5, and 6. You have stretched out 8, 6, and 8, 4. 864 is the sun. 86,400,000. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. 3 times 86.4 is 25,920, which is the long Mayan cycle, which is divisible, I think, by 9, as well as 18, 25,920 divided by 9 equals to 288. 288 times divided by 4. 288 divided by 2 by 4 is 72, is 36. Is 18, is 9, is 4.5. 4.5, 45-degree angle. This angle or this angle. That's the basis of our first division in the same area space. It's either this way, this way, this way, or this way in the same area space. So we can start to understand what, because of the line, 45 degrees because it's going this way, 180 because it's going this way, it's 90. Now we do it twice, right? If we did the R twice, it would look like this. One R facing the other R. You have a DVD cycling from one side to the other one. As we go through the cycle of time, we need to understand what it is, the 4-year cycle, before we get to the leap year, or what it is to go through a moon period and how many moon periods before things start all over again. We already note that it's detailed that our zodiac signs also have hours of the day. Capricorn from midnight to 2. Aquarius from 2 to 4. Pisces from 4 to 6. Aries from 6 to 8. Taurus from 8 to 10. Gemini from 10 to 12. Cancer from 12 to 2. Leo from 2 to 4. Virgo from 4 to 6. Libra from 6 to 8. Scorpio from 8 to 10. Scorpio from 8 to 10. And then you come Sagittarius from 10 till 12. Two words. Each of those words, each of those zodiac signs are with an S. The S is going to tell you about wings. It's also going to tell you about plural. It's going to also connect you, okay? It's going to connect you within this. What is a wing? When you use 4 of these numbers here, or 4 of these numbers here, or any combination, okay, of let's say 3 this way, 1 up. It's out of the chess game. I'd like to call it the rook. The rook goes starting here, 2 over, 1 up. Starting here, 1 up, 2 over. So you have all over these L's. And when I have 1 here, I have 1 down here. I'll never use the E. I'll never use the center E. When I spoke 2 minutes ago and I mentioned about the A letter, yeah, let me put that in for a minute. That's my Rumble code on the top, but if you'd like to help me out on my channel, all right, it's this one over here. Something like that. Anyways, or buy me a coffee, whatever it is, pens, whatever, I don't care. Anyways, it's not the important part. Important part is to share. A little piece of connection over here. Here's the center, right? Here, this, and then this. Imagine we have 1 moon connecting to 2 moons, and it needs to connect to the club who we are, right? Here's the ace. We have the left side and we have the right side. I require an R here and an R here. The L letter, right? Or the 90-degree angle L, right? The 90-degree L. The 90-degree L, or the angle, is actually the separation of what is 9. 9 is the separation between vertical on vertical. And I believe that the L is the way it is, okay, is because it's showing what the wing is. It's showing the height and then the width. And the I is just showing the separation. So you can put the letters L and I together. The same thing, you have that on the ruler. It'll be a long line and a short line. And that'll equal to 21 and 18 equals to 39. L-I-R-O. And the A is going to go with it too. And 1. And we have the A, we have the R, we have the I. Rail. Looks like the word rail. Maybe that's why the trains are like that. The trains, they run down the rail. They run down 11. And when you connect both sides of the track, are you connecting to 10? So I'm going to show you about the A letter, right? Is when you get the A letter, it's going to run this way and it's going to run this way. Here to here and here to here. One is going this way, the other is going this way. This one's going to tell me 4444. This one is going to tell me 2222. This is what it says. Let me just move my phone over a little bit. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Hold on a second. I missed some of the comments. I'm going to come back to it. But this is what it says. 444, 222, 111, 333. Do you believe me? Do you believe me? Do you believe me? Will you, when you see it, will you say, oh my God, I never noticed that, or I noticed it, but I didn't think it meant anything. Well, if you never didn't think it meant anything then why would it mean anything now, other than how we can use it, okay, instrumentally, in understanding that when a line goes this way, the French say accent aigu. When it goes this way, accent grave. Now, they're not the only ones saying it. The cubes are also. This one's going down this way, and then it's going this way. And when it's going this way, you're going to see the 5 and 2. And when it's going this way, you'll see 6 and 1. Right? Plug it in. Put on the tefillin. Anybody going to put on some tefillin? Right? It was Friday. Right? Let me look at these last messages here. Putting on my tefillin. Right? Plug me in. Plug me in. So yes, so symbols are numbers, are words. Do you take meds? Good evening. Purdy, it must be a TikTok touch away from until. Hi, Cherry, always good to see you. Happy, Watkins. Croissant, oh my God, I'm getting very hungry. Please don't say that. Capricorn, on the wings of Orion. Wing is a ling. So I don't know why you're saying, why you're saying that. Wing is a ling. It's the second time or third time I've seen you say that. So, the word ling or linger, it also tells me about telephone line, but in French, you know. So let me go through that again. Galaxy 999 to Galaxy. What sector do we sneak in? Trigonometry. Disguise, mask. I'm going to write, I like that. Trigonometry. Pig Latin, yes. Thank you very much. Pig Latin. So if I'm going to have the combination of tin, then I'm going to take everything into that situation. If I have tin, I'll say 10, I'll say 10. I'm also going to do the A-E-I-O-U. That means the I can remain the I itself. I also know that the backbone to I is the E. The backbone to I is the E. Why is the backbone to I the E? First of all, when I show you this, the fifth letter, okay, is E, and the backside is I. E, I. This one's going to be the female. When I do that one, I'm going to do the male. This one's the male. This one's the male. And that's the 9, right? That's the 9 male. Well, I'm not I have to get this here. This is the 9 male, right? Hold on, let me fix the camera. No. Okay. Yeah, this is the 9 male. Why is my, hold on, I just have to do the camera here. Okay, so this is the 9 male. And on the back side is the 5 female. Not only that, is that the 4 comes with a 5, and the 3 comes with a 6. Earth and Mars come together, the male and the female, within themselves, completely opposite. They share the same area space at the 3.5 marker of this cube. If this cube has anything to do with Merkaba, it's showing that both male and female live within this realm in the E world, because it's a one area space that divides. You divide your nose. You have two sides. You're dividing your nose because you're sharing that one area space that passes, a singular area duct. I don't know. They're not showing me my messages, so I'm not keeping up with the messages. I'm trying my darndest. So I was going to show you that when you go up this way, you're going by force. The letter A has one of them doing this. That means this one is going by force. Is it musical notes? I don't know. When you go this way, it's going by twos. The A has one this way and one this way. Then it has a line that goes in between. It shows it can be divided in half. And if I was working by gematria 7, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, I would divide everything at D. And not only that, if I wanted to encompass the same area, you know, when you play your piano, you go dee, 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 dee. The last one and the first one are the same. So instead of hitting 7 keys in a row and leaving an opening, you hit the 8th key and create a closing. If you hit 7 different keys to start with your first 7, then no matter what you hit with your 8th key, it's going to duplicate one of your other keys. So you gotta press 7 keys. Press 7 different keys. Of 7. And the 8th key will be a repeat. And you don't only have to do this with the piano. You can do this with any instrument. You can do this with the alphabet. If you touch all the first 9 letters of the alphabet, or the first 9 letters of the alphabet, whatever you touch after that is going to be a repeat. You only need to touch 9, okay, of 26. But it's not actually that way. It's the first 9. Another thing I wanted to mention is, just give me 1 second. We did this. Oh, elixir. Oh my God. Elixir. That will come out of the A letter. I don't have any more. 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 Do you want to come up here? Come up. Come up. Come up. Let's go. Up. Up. There you go. Hey, how about a little combing, eh? A little food and a little combing. Yeah, you like that? I'll go soft. I'm a little rough. I know. I'm a little rough. I know. Oh, God. Does that feel good or what, eh? Tell me that. Oh, I'm so sorry, puppy. You like that? I like doing that too. You know, she doesn't mind. I'm going to tell you something, the difference between the dog and the cat. That cat wants me to put this in her and pull it as hard as I could. But the dogs are like, arr, 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 arr. You know what I'm saying? So they're completely, they're the same and they're different, how they work together. Hey, Miss Muffin? So let me see where I am right now. So we see how this instrument works, right? We saw how this instrument works. We talked about the dog. I was speaking about the English and the French. So we noticed that the English, the first letter tells us about the division, the connections of I, of R, but the E only tells us about the connection, about the three levels of a connection. And the short arm in the E could mean one of two things. When everything is on an angle, right? When things are on an angle, let me see if I can do this here. When I'm drawing an area space, right, on this angle, here and here are a short line, but here and here is a short line. Here is a full line. Take a closer look. I'm going to see if I can get it in both. Yeah, I can get it in both. Did you follow what's going on here? I did not create an X and an X. I did not create XX. What I did is I connected two boxes together, and then I drew in the opposite angle. One of them is going to be a 4. The other one, okay, the other one is going to be a 2 and 2. Let me do full formation. When it's done in full formation, right, this is the half-life in full formation. What I mean is I went through 2 areas, and I ended up having 3 areas cut in half. I cut this area in half, I cut this area in half, I cut this area in half. Here it has a whole world, here it has a whole world. Call this the hexagon, call this the house of B. And the reason it's the house of B and the hexagon, okay, and the skeleton house, is because here's how it looks next. And then here is how it looks next. You see the way it's a square, right? I think I had to make it one more length in order to come out to the beehive, right? Oh, yes. Hold on a second. I'm not sure if I did that properly. If I should, yes, I had to use 3 areas. This is not 3 areas. Okay. 1, 2, 3 areas. Now let me do this. 1, 2, here. Whoop. I'm running out of ink. I'm running out of ink. We end up creating the football hexagon. I needed to create, see the E that's in the center over here in this hexagon? I used 3 area spaces, 1, 2, 3 in height. I used 1, 2, 3 over. I used a 9 area space to create this. Here is my E inside, and this is what my A is. Either my A will go around it this way. I'm not really sure which way the A will go around it. But that's only one football. We have to create more footballs for that understanding. So what I said is the E comes in here when B and C are together. Now B and C can be together in the lower of creation. I say the lower, the one closest to 6. I'm going to show you A, B, C, D, where we have A, B, C, we have B, C, D, we have A, B, D, we have A, C, D, 10, 6, 9, 7, 8. Here's the basis of creation. We had the A, we had the B, we had the C, so I'm going to show you to another way. 1, 3, 6, 10, 4, 7, 9, 10. Frontwards and backwards. Frontward, did I get that in there? Oh yeah, it's here. 1 and 10, 3 and 9, 6 and 7, 10 and 4. In this one, it's communication. It's the mirror world, the cube. Earth and Mars come together in the spirit of 76. 7 days a week of 24 hours, 6 days a week of 28 hours, the same thing. This is going to connect to your creation of angels. This is going to be the divided sun of A and D. Your AD is going to divide over here. And that 10 is going to be telling you about this. When you get to that 10, it automatically tells you 17, 18, 19. The reason for that, that is the mirror number. And the French, How you doing, buddy? The French say 17 as 17, 18 as 18, and 19 as 19. I follow the rules of language. I follow, I don't know if I should call it a rule. I should call it a concept, right? Can we just call it a concept, right? She gave up on the meowing for food and she put it into my hands. How you doing, girl? You like that, eh? So yes, so when we get to the 17, we're not only going to do it there, we're also going to do it, okay, on when we say the word 70 and when we say the word 90. We are also going to have another special word when we come to 80. When we come to 70, we will say 60 and 10. Now, I'm a little confused at this point because when I hear 70 and 10, I can say, if you can add it, you can take it away. So I'll go 60 minus 10. Then, okay, what you can say is 90 is 4 times 20 and 10. So if it's 4 times 20 and 10, so what if I said it was minus 10? Now, at the same time, when I say 17 in French, I will say 17. But how do I know I'm not saying 10 minus 7? When I say 18 in French, 18-wheeler, big rig, you got the 5th wheel, the letter E is on the tandems of the truck, right? You might have a sleeper on that truck. How you doing, Reveal? Thank you for the gift. Now you go to number 18. How do I know it's 10 and 8? How do I know it's not 10 minus 8? And if it was minus 8, it would be the 10th letter J with the 8th letter H. It would be HJ. This would be HJ. This would be GGJ. And 10 and 9, right? And we know things are getting connected or divided, right? Because that's going to be, okay, we're going to show you this. And check it out. Let me see if I got it on both screens. So if I say 10, this is going to tell me I mirrored. I flipped it to the other side of the coin. Okay. Remember, the 6 is opposite of this one on a cube. And these two play a role together. 17 is 10-7 or minus 10-7, equaling to 3C. 7 is G. 7 is also noted to be what is on the 7 void, 2 dot in the house of bait. 7 void, 2 dot, the house of bait. The 8, the 18-wheeler, look at that. The 18-wheeler comes on the 5th wheel. The sun gets divided in the star system, the stars that are above. The star system of 40, connecting 4 systems of 30, all passing through the 5E, the news world, the snooze world. The E goes over here, N-E-W. The E and the I are connected together. If you take a look in the deck of cards, Same positions. 5 positions. If I go ahead and I take away those 5 positions, or how about if I connected (101). See the way I connected those together? The heart is in the center of the area square. The 5 and the 9, they go together. The E and the I go together. It's the highest you can get. It's also the highest you can get on a cube. I take 2 cubes, right? E and I. How can I do this? Let me see. 14. Count. 6 and 3, 4 and 1. Count 5 and, sorry, count 6. No. Count 4 and 5, 2 and 3. Count 6, 3, 4, 1. Count 5, 3, 4, 2. They're all 14s. The 14 on the ring, the 7 on the pole. The 14 on the ring, N. The 7 on the pole. 14 and 14, right? When we go by our weeks, the 14 days, the 1 week of 7 days, the 2 weeks of 14, the 28 days. 28 days, right? 28 days to the moon cycle. We also saw it on the cube. We also note that 1 and 2 are different. 1 and 2 are different from all the other parts of a cube. 1 and 2 are going to show you 6 and 5. 1 and 2 on one side, 6 and 5 on the other. But when you see 6 and 5, you also see what is a collective void of Earth and Mars. 3 empty spaces here and 4 empty spaces here. 7. And on this side, you have 15. You have 7 and 15. And this is a situation, first of all, it's going to be the letters of go. It is going to be the reverse alphabet of what is TK. TK equals to, is that right? Is it K? 20? No, it's L. Sorry, it's L. TL. TL. I made him TL. Oh my God. Let me tell you one thing. This is when you go to the tree, the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. Some of their stuff is real garbage, right? Anyways, let's not talk bad about anything. They need a review page on every single product that's out there. We are the testers. We are the pros. We can do short 1-minute videos showing what's wrong and giving our input, reviews outside. There's probably an app that does it, but it's so important. I mean, anyways, okay. So the next piece, where was I? Okay, on this book here. Hammer down. Oh yes, we were talking about these numbers, right? So we know that 1 and 2 equals to 7 and 8. We know the reverse is 6 and 5, 11 equals to what is 4 and 3 equals to 7. 7 come 11. 7 come 11. Let me take another look. I just want to see something. Where is the 1 and 2? Where is the 1 and 2 will equal to 7 and 8, 15. So it will be 3 and 15. When I flip it around, it'll be 6 and 5, 11. Okay, to what will be 3 and 4, 7. 7 come 11. This is very interesting. 77 and 18. And this one's going to be Just give me a second. 77 and 18. This one's going to be 45 and 18. The reason why they're both 18, okay, is because there's 9 and 9 areas, and there's 9 and 9 areas. They're both going to equal to 18 no matter what. But when you look at the 1 and 2 over here, when you look at the 1 and 2, you end up with 3, 1, 5. 3, 1, 5 is that 3/4 of time. 3, 1, 5 says ace. 3, 1, 5 says division of the sun. 13.5 is the division in the alphabet. 3.5 is the division of the cube. 3.5 is the division between Earth and Mars. 3 times 3.5 will be the entire cube meeting at that 3 is everything. The 3, the heart of the cube is 3.5 or 10.5. The E world, right? The connecting of all tens, connecting of the star system. This and all these cubes, the ring of every cube is always going to be 22. The pole will always be 11. At the same time, the ring will always be 14. The pole will always be 7. But that is the base of the story. I said I was going to talk about the pig, right? I have no more. I have no more today. Come here, please. Come here, please. Come here, please. I don't want you to cry. I need to relax, okay? First of all, I think you're doing it on purpose. I really do. I really think you're doing it on purpose. I really do. I think somehow I have to stop doing this video because the cat said I should. Right? Did you tell me I should just, and I know you're just doing this because we're all this is a program. This thing here is somewhere inside of you. This is in the soul. This vibrates with us. Right? Me too. But maybe because I didn't see you enough. Is that what it is? Are you saying, where were you? Look at my beautiful hair. Wow. Look at my beautiful hair. Wow. Look at her. Wow, I should give her a haircut. Oh, your tussie is dirty. We have to clean your tussie. Show everybody your tussie, how dirty it is. You got a dirty tussie. Oh, no. Oh, that's the position I want her to take. So let's see. Oh, boy. And I put her I give her the best spot on my legs. No, she wants to sit on the book so she can read it. I was told, she told me, right? She told me, you know what she told me? She says, I lick my hair because when it goes inside my body, I read it. So this is what I have to say about the pig. The pig is PIG, 16PI9G7. The 9 and the 7, okay, the 7, you come into the heavens at birth. You are born. Your birth number 9 brings you into the heavens. The gateway is what you connect between the house planet, 6 and 8. 2 times 34, cold blue. 2 times 34, cold blue. 2 times 43, hot is the reverse. When you come in here, your passage here. So you're always passing 9 and 7. When you look at your telephone, you will see that there are 4 letters on the 7 and there are 4 letters that are on the 9. The total of the 4 are 70 for the 7. And on the 9, if I remember correctly, it's 98. It's high Q. What happened is they took these letters off and they put them on the 1 of the ATM machine. the Z was removed and reduced the Z to 72, the house of bait, the dog house of bait. When they removed the Z, okay, that was a total of 98. And when they removed the Q, which was a total of 17. Wow, I'm having a little bit of trouble with yeah, okay, just okay, that is going to be, oh yeah, I had it right. I wrote it down. I thought I had it wrong. I had it right. Okay, so this is what it is. 72 and 26 is 98. The number 9 is going to give me this one, the heaven's birth. The number 7, okay, is going to give me 70. Now, if you take a look at the 70, she's I don't know if you can see her in the bag out there, but she's trying to get into a plastic bag. I'm going to have to throw that bag out. Yeah, we're practically done there. How you doing? How you doing? Reveal the truth, like the live. I really appreciate you sharing. Thank you very much. Sorry I didn't see that before. Cats always come when I'm on lives, laugh out loud. Yes. They listen, they know. I mean, I believe they know because of my understanding through numbers of them, right? Yeah, and anytime somebody wants to come and join me here, there's no problem with that. Let me look what's going on the live chat. The other group, bet she was sure show off. Okay. Cat collar, Dollar Tree. Okay, so I just want to see where I'm going with this next piece. I said I was going to talk about the pig, but for those, some people are new here, and here's where the cat shows up into the doghouse. Right here. Here's an octagon. Here are hexagons. Dog is 26 equals 8 octagon. Cat 24 equals 6 hexagon. When you squeeze these two together, you cover your heart. You are awake during the day. Now this can switch over as I shift the cube. When you're asleep at night, it goes this way. Connecting your moons as your singular moon, okay, falls into these two over here from within you. You now join the two worlds from the daily vibration you are infused with. And here's some more cats, the same thing. You see this angle, the sine wave of life moving through the cubes. The 70, hold on a second, do we got that? You can see the 70. Whoops, sorry. I meant the 70. You can see 70 here, 70. And when you turn it this way, it looks like the letter R. So now we have the Playboy bunny. So we got the rabbit ears on. We got communication amongst the moons. I said I was going to mention before something, and I don't remember what that was. Yes. So we removed these two letters, and we moved it to the 1 key, right? And when we moved it, the Q is the 17th letter, 1 and 7, 8. The Z is the 26th letter, 2 and 6, 8. 88, 26 and 17 equals to 43. Being controlled by the red. Being controlled by the red on the blue planet. Also to note that number 26 and number 27 or number 72 and number 52 show up when the 7 and the 5, sorry, was at when the 6 and the 7, it's talking about life between Earth and Mars. Electric companies, number 53, it's going to connect the relationship of E, of the 3 lines, the star system. Although we have 4 lines, we only connect 3, or we only connect 3, or we connect only 3. There are 4 3s to connect. Every time we connect it, we pass through this area here. 5, 5, 5. EJO, how about Joe? A cup of Joe. That's what we do. Saturn's angels. We were talking about 31 before. It's my niece's birthday today. I think she's 31. I'm just trying to see. So we have the canine. We have chew the meat. We showed what the difference was between the I and the L. The L is showing me part of my horizontal. When you spin, or if you do a sun, you know, the sun, when you measure the sun shadow, right? Well, that L will show you right here. Here's that sun shadow. So it's the I that divides the 2 sides of the sun and able to understand the casting of the shadow, showing you L and L, which are part of your wings. It's only a skeleton, the skull and bones, it's only a skeleton of the totality. Hammer down 18-wheeler movement of the sun. Yes, that's what I was talking about here. Let me see. 10-7 will hit on to 34, will hit on to 51, will hit on to 68, connecting Mars with the house planet. The moon, okay, is number 57. It takes 3 times this, 9, in order to equal to 57, where 7 is going to go. The sun is number 54. It'll take 3 times 18 to equal to 54. What will it take in order to get, I'm trying to figure out how I did that. Okay, this is going to end up with the moon. This is going to end up with Mars. This is going to end up with the sun. Does Mars ever go into the moon? Right? Well, this one over here will go into the moon, and it will go into Mars. It's number 7. 3 by 17 is 51 Mars. 3 by 19 is 57 the moon. So we use 7 within 5. Not sure what just happened. I wanted to go back to our basic connection of A, B, C, D, which is over here. You come into your 6th life. You connect to the Luna moon, then you connect to the Mars moon. The ABC to the ACD of the BCD birth. All we are is in the 10 worlds. If we add all these up, 30, 30, 40, our 40 life, our star system life. When we connected these, 17, 18, 19, this one is 76, going to connect Earth and Mars through the moon system. This is going to connect 72, going to bring the gateway to the moons of Mars, the house of Bait, through the sun. The sun is going to reside inside the living creature, you. This is 3 by 17, is going to bring you into vibration between 1 and 5. In between here, we're going to bring in 2 through 8, cycle of the moon. 2 through 7, which is the gateway passing. 2, 3, 4, which is our vibration, okay, with inside the sunset. When I say the sunset, because set equals to 3, it's 2, 3, and 4. When multiplied, it's it's going to equal to this. 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. Add it, totals 33. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 8 and 6, and that's the passage of the 7th gate. The male, where it's going to get number 63. The female is going to get 54. just because of the F and the M. One is going to get 6, the other is going to get 4. The French is going to connect through the moons into our creation. It's not only 63, it's also 360 degrees. It's not only 45, okay, but it is the IT system, right, that is in the sun. The reverse of 54 will be 65. The reverse of 67 will be 74. The 65 lives between this 7 and 4. The 4 and 5 lives between the 3 and 6. So let's look at this again. 4 and 5 lives between 3 and 6. So where do we get this number? 7 and 3 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10. 5 and 5 is 10 because it connects the star system. All the 10s connect the star system. I know we're running through the E world. If I want to connect my 4s, I'm going to connect everything with 4s. So I'm going to go 9 and 4. I'm going to go 8 and 5. I'm going to go 7 and 6. They're all going to equal to 13. It's going to be Saturn's angels, right? But just like the 7th gate, just like the numeric value for the 7th gate, that when you do connect, right, you're 1 and 6, 7. I can't believe I have no more dice left. I think I started with a dozen when I started this video. I'll just go in my pocket. See, when you have 6, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 8. When you have 44, you equal 8 equals to 6. When you have 51, you equal to 62. 6 is reversed from 8, passage of the 7th gate. You can't go wrong. It's easy to find. I didn't want to come off the star system beat. Okay, yes. Okay, right. So what you have is when I showed you the 3, 4, 7, I show you the crossing 3, 4, 7. But when I show you the 1, 6 crossing, I show you the 1, 6 crossing, and I show you the 1, 6 crossing, and then I show you the 5, 2. I show you the 5, I show you the 2, and I flip it around, I got 5, 2, 5, 2. They're all doubles, 2 by 2. 5, 2 by 2. Now, if I do it on the upper side, the same crossing, I get 9 and 4, 13. I get 8 and 5, 13. I get 7 and 6, 13. The birth in Mars, the creation within Earth and Mars. Saturn, well, becomes Saturn. It's the half-life of Mars is in Saturn. It gets split up within Saturn. And 8 and 5. So these are all your 13s. But all your 13s, 1 and 3 becomes 4. So the basis of this connection is going to be 7 and 4, 7 and 4, 7 and 4, all crossing through 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 7, 4, and 1. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month of the Valentine's Day, which redoes the cycle at 461 days. So I need to when I'm bringing things to its perfection, right, to its understanding of how we run everything, it's 3 times 1 is 3. It's 3 times 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. It's 3 by 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. The first 3 will have 3 1s. The next one is going to be 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. The letter O, the letter F, the letter O. 3 by 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. Fox, 45. Remember we spoke about 45, the importance about 45? Well, the reverse of what is 45, okay, is going to be, hold on, I'm going to be HQZ to what is JAS equaling to what is 30 to what is what is 6, FOX, to what is 45, to what is CLU, to what is 36. So what happens in the alphabet, okay, where am I right now? So what happens in the alphabet is the third letter in the third house is CLU 36. It's going to go hit male. In the Fox house, okay, 45, the total will hit the female. The reverse of 6 is 888. We're going to hit Mars. And then the void inside of what is 8 is 1. It's going to hit Mars creation. Mars and Mars creation, 81 through Venus. This over here, 3 and 6, is going to be the male and the female coming together. 1 in a dot, 1 in a void. It's going to be 6 dot, 3 void, and 3 void, and it's going to be 6 dot, 3 void, 3 dot, 6 void. 6 dot, 3 void, 3 dot, 6 void. 4 dot, 5 void, 5 dot, 4 void. 1 and 2 are the only ones that are alone on their own. As to 6 and 5, it's the only 11, and this is the only 3. That's your basic creation. We also didn't speak about the... You want more food? Come in. There's no more food. There's no more food. Tomorrow. But you took a poop. Hold on. You took a poop. You think because you took a poop, that means you want more food? Just because you took a poop. Do you know when I go to the bathroom, I take out the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? And I excrement them right out of me. I like push the number 2. Yes, I got number 2. You bury your number 2. I'm like a dog. I put my number 2 right into the water. Okay. Let me go back and finish this video. Okay, so I said I was going to talk about the pig, right? And guess what? I don't remember everything that I wanted to say other than the pig's pregnancy is 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. There was something else about the pig. I don't remember what it was. I saw a word today that resonated with me. There's so many things, the way our heart works, the electricity of the cat. Oh, yes, I was speaking about the octagon earlier on. How did the octagon and red light? Yes, the octagon and red light. Octagon, okay, is a stop, okay, and it's for the red light. And it goes with number 8, and it goes with the dog. Okay, I'm not sure what we're going to do at the green light go, because go goes with 8, it goes with number 22, which means it goes with number 88. If it goes with 88, Trump is number 88, window is number 88, Pegasus is number 88. Pegasus is an Andromeda, which is DNA, matter, energy, connecting both what is the 2 systems, A and D, the mirror system, Meda, Andromeda. So anyways, we're going to end this video now. I want to thank you very much for being here. If you can help out the channel, that'd be great. And what I mean when I say help out the channel, one of the greatest ways is by sharing. Just pick apart what I talk about and share it. And I will be back again, because we are not done. Our salvation will come with our knowledge. It will spread like fire. We will be the fire-breathing dragons coming out of the dragon year. We have just been born this year. This is the dragon year of birth. Our birth will go on through all the Chinese zodiac signs until we reach the dragon year once more. We now begin to breathe the fire. We are in the year 2026 at this moment, according to the status of 01, which means when you celebrate a birthday, it means it's over. When you celebrate 2025 in 10 days from now, it is because it is over. We are the star system away between now and at the end, 5 and 6 days. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, Thank you for watching this video. I need to put on a hat. Peace.